Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video tells you that the new moon of September 2021, upcoming now, has extraordinary and exceptional potential. There are powerful star and planet energies to be tapped into at the September new moon. The new moon is on the 7th of September at 1:51 in the morning here of Ireland, but obviously in the United States it's the 6th of September. Now I'm going to start by listing the exceptional astrological energies. But the point is that our approach to lunations must not just be intellectual or even formulaic, though these are such a powerful guideline and prompt. But we actually do have to stop and focus and connect to and work with the energies of a new moon or a full moon in a way that is sensitive, authentic, truly open, and also grounded. Now, before I list these unusual energies, I need to say that you can see the charts for the new moon in both Vedic and Western astrology on the September 21 page of our Star Wheel Astrology website. So, let's now summary voice the key energies. Here is the start summary before we go into the detail. The energy of this new moon is royal and strong, but effort will be needed to heal and boost your sense of personal strength. It is visionary, even psychic, futuristic, and very impatient for freedom and revolution and smashing the blocks and coming into power. It's talented and intellectual and supportive of your intellectual concentration. And it's very orientated to bringing your talents and your projects to harvest now. It's actually freedom's flight. But there is also a key need, an absolutely key need now to cultivate being grounded. And there's a real self-healing dimension. It's a self-healing opportunity portal, is this new moon of September 2021. But whilst we are focusing on the energies of the new moon, embodying them and connecting to their vision and psychic potential, we must also remember that of course it's set in the long-running prevailing energies of this time, and they are fear and pressure. That's Rahu aspecting Saturn, Rahu the North Node aspecting Saturn. They are also the tearing down of personal blocks and structures that are no longer serving you, of social blocks and structures in your country. That's Uranus square Saturn, which is growing to be exact again on December the 24th. And it's also set against a huge background rise of power, including darkness. This is Pluto and Saturn, both in Vedic Capricorn, and above all the Pluto return of the United States of America. And the first exact for the Pluto return of the USA will be May 2021. Up to which date so much darkness will rise to be dealt with, and connecting to the energies of this new moon will strengthen and inspire us for taking a proper stand amid the considerable difficulties and division and conflict that are upcoming. Okay, let's look more at the detail. The moon and the sun. The September new moon is a regal energy, but with a call to be careful to create a strengthening of our proper vision of our royal self and embody that. Become the strong divine charioteer of the chariot of yourself. The sun and the moon are at 20 degrees Vedic Leo. So the first key word is your regal self. Uranus and Neptune next. Note that sun and moon receive an exact square aspect from Uranus at 20 Taurus, giving this new moon fiercely revolutionary energies and potential. And also there's an opposition from Neptune at 27 Aquarius in Purvabhadra Nakshatra. The orb is 7 degrees, but we'll feel it. And this will be felt as a call to vision and will manifest as intuitive openings in your life. So the second key word is freedom and revolutionary change. Your regal self, and then freedom and revolutionary change. Okay, let's move on to Mercury. Mercury is powerful and healing at the time of this new moon. Mercury is strong at 16 degrees Virgo, the sign that Mercury rules, in dexterous, skill-orientated Hasta Nakshatra. And very importantly, Mercury is conjunct the powerful star Vindamayatrix, which is all about energy supportive of concentration. Remember that. It's a great star, is Vindamayatrix, known by the ancient seers of Persia and Mesopotamia, who created the star law that has come to us through Arabian astrology. Venus next. Venus has entered Libra just. Venus is at 1 Libra, and Libra is the sign that Venus rules. And it's very important to hear that Venus is within a 2-degree orb of the super powerful star of Spica, S-P-I-C-A, which actually is the anchor star of the magnificent sidereal zodiac of Vedic astrology. The energy of Spica is all about harvesting your talents. So as you connect to the energies of this new moon on the day and in all the days running up to the following full moon, bring into your consciousness the issue of, am I harvesting my talents? And actually it's a good time now for harvesting your talents. You might well have had some very good inspirations recently, which could have led you onto strategies which will lead to the harvesting of your talents. I certainly have, and I'm so glad about this. Spica is sweet and brilliant, talented, gifted and psychic energy. Furthermore, Venus now at 1 Libra is super strong as measured by the Shodasha Varga rating, the measure of a planet's strength across the birth chart, and in fact the 16 key divisional charts of Vedic astrology, each of which declares something super special, powerful and accurate about a particular area of our life. Venus is in very good score. This is an important point too. Looking at Jagradadi Avashta's table for this new moon, there's a pretty exceptional 4 planets with Jagrat status. Jagrat means that the planet is wide awake, ready and eager to express itself. And this Jagrat energy applies to Sun and Moon, Mercury and Saturn. What a strong energy is here in this new moon. Now Mars has just entered Vedic Virgo after a transit in Vedic Leo, and it's in the first degree of Vedic Virgo at the time of this new moon. But very importantly, Mars is receiving quite a powerful opposition aspect from Neptune at 27 Aquarius. Now positively, this is bringing us all inspiration and vision. Things are slotting into place. Insights are coming through. But beware the negative dimension of Neptune Mars, which is things like inability to take action, a discontent, and the all-round deception that is the lower vibration reception of Neptune energy. Now going on to the navamsha chart for this for this new moon. This is the ninth harmonic, the D9, the navamsha chart, the most important chart. It becomes even more important possibly than our birth chart as we grow older in the wisdom of Vedic astrology. It in fact tells us about our soul, our past life issues, our relationship issues in this life, our ideal ashram or way of life in this life. And the navamsha chart for the new moon is super exceptional. The 6 planets piled up in the Libra 5th house of this navamsha chart. Ketu, the south node of the moon, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Venus and Uranus. What a Venus this is. All piled up, these are all piled up in the Libra 5th house, an exceptional navamsha chart. And we also see from this navamsha chart for the new moon that a high number of the planets are pushkara, or having the wounded healer, Chiron-like quality and potential, if you focus and take the steps to recognise your existential wound in the area of that planet and to heal it. So the 4 Pushkara planets are Sun, Mercury, Venus and Saturn for this new moon. And just to emphasise the supervision energy and spiritual potential, if you can handle it, Neptune is in the 1st house in this navamsha chart. Turning to the dimensions of Western evolutionary astrology and its magnificent chart aspect shapes system, each of which say totally wonderful things about our sub-personalities, absolutely note that there is a grand trine in the chart of this new moon. Saturn is trine Rahu, the north node, which is trine Mercury, trine Saturn. Saturn, Rahu and Mercury are in trine. And the energy of a grand trine points to a harvest, which can deliver a great finished talent, but only if you work at the issues of harvesting it. Grand trines point to huge talents to be harvested, but only if you work at them. They don't manifest automatically. If you don't do the work, you'll be staring at a ruined crop in your life. And then there's a very special chart aspect shape joining Mars, Jupiter, Venus and Pluto, which has a wide awake quality, hypersensitive and perceptive, idealistic, with the needed gift of also being adaptable to changing circumstances. And certainly we have to do that in the unfolding of our life now. And due to the tumble and conflict in the unfolding of our societies now. And the third thing I would pick up is that Mars and Venus are sextile each other but caught up in an irritation triangle to Neptune. There's definitely a strong sexual spark at this time, especially with Venus having at last entered Libra. But there's also the tension of what is real in the sexual spark, and of course the crucial sensed call to find the ideal in sexual expression and love. So I hope my chart study of the September new moon will be useful preparation for you. Please do make the effort to connect to new moon energies on the day of the new moon and on the days following on the run up to the full moon. Pause, center, embody yourself fully, ground yourself, and then listen and be open. And then, in what way comes natural to you, for example, possibly vision work, but not necessarily, strengthen and heal. And listen for the inspirations and messages coming through at this time and recently. Bring in your needed revolution into your life now. Bring in your needed empowerment into your life now. That's the super call of the background energies. And you will succeed in your projects now. That's the optimum gift of this new moon. Now you can book an astrology reading by going to the buy page on my Star Wheel Astrology website. My wife Maggie Pashley offers a magnificent range of healing modalities online worldwide. Find out them at maggiepashley.com. Subscribe to my astrology blog. It's called starwheelastrology.com, WordPress. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called Michael Conneely. So, this is pretty special. Please listen carefully, to my perceptions about what can be offered. It's been a helpful guide to me to sort of draw it up and prepare it for myself for the new moon and the days following. Let it be a helpful guide for you too. Get in touch with me for a reading. I'd be very glad to work with you. Thank you.